The host of the Malapert Smark Podcast, dead asleep just 15 minutes before showtime. What on earth does Kayhan dream about? Hello all out there in internet land, and welcome to the most popularest game show in all the internets. It's the Malapert Smark Podcast. Guess that promo show. With your host, the greatest game show host there's ever been, and also the host of the Malapert Smark Podcast, Kayhan.
Just Kayhan. He only needs one name.
It works.
Thank you so much. Thank you. You're too kind. You're too kind. And our two contestants today for Guess That Promo. We got Vlad, the wrestling expert, future Malapert Smark Hall of Famer. If he keeps his nose clean, that is. Thank you for being on the show today, Vlad. Say hello.
I always keep my nose clean. That won't be an issue. I'm going in the Hall of Fame.
Very well.
I never did the steroids.
Gotta start the music over. Very well. Good job keeping your nose clean, Vlad. Thank you. Keep doing that.
You're like nobody cares about your nose. Move on.
You'll definitely be in the Hall of Fame someday, as long as that nose is clean. All right, and also on the show today, the Frozen Asian. Robert is here. Give it up for Robert. Robert, thank you for being here.
Glad to be
Are you
here.
ready to win a car today?
I don't think I can beat the wrestling expert, man. I feel like I'm gonna lose this one badly, but okay.
Well, it's okay.
I'm not even, to be fair, I understand. I'm not really even sure what we're doing, so I think we're both a little prepared.
We're both contestants.
We are both contestants, but I guess we have to guess.
Oh, okay.
I get that.
Well, don't worry about it, Vlad, and Robert, because there's not really a car on the line. It's just bragging rights at stake.
All right, so no pressure. All right, cool.
Well, anyways, here are the rules of our game show today. Guess that promo. There will be 3 rounds. Each contestant will receive 1 promo each round without video. Contestant will get 1 point for identifying the wrestler and 1 point for identifying the year of the promo. Okay? Got it so far?
Wait, so there's going to be you're going to play a video, but we have to guess.
Well, just the audio. Just the audio.
Oh, just the audio. Just the
audio. All right, so if one of the contestants fails to identify both the wrestler and the year, meaning if you get both of them wrong, then your opponent will have a chance to steal their points. All right?
Sure.
Contestant with the most points after 3 rounds wins bragging rights.
Which must have been a WWE pay-per-view at one point, right?
Actually, yes. But that's not doesn't have anything to do with this.
No.
Good callback.
Just a funny coincidence.
All right, and also one last thing: if contestants end with the same amount of points on today's show, it will be a tie. There is no
What
bonus
is this?
round.
Soccer? Gee,
Yeah,
Christ.
I know. Sorry. All right.
Oh boy.
Now that the rules are in place, are you ready, guys?
Sure. Oh man.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I hope I do well. There we go.
All right. Round 1, guys.
So, wait, who goes first?
Give it a
guessing
second.
he's gonna
You
tell
gotta
us.
listen to the bumper.
Oh, I got it.
All right. Robert goes first today. All right. You ready?
Not really, but go ahead.
So 20-second
Let's do
clips.
this.
These are, I try to keep them around 20 seconds, the
Okay.
promo length.
Mhm.
So listen carefully.
All right.
I'll tell you what, there's one part of our bodies that's soft, and it ain't soft all the time, if you catch my meaning. Ric Flair! New York City, Ric Flair! You're gonna find out what hard is all about!
All right, that's it. Robert, any idea who that is? I'm going to need a guess for who it is and a year.
God. No.
Honestly, I'm not.
They didn't-
I honestly am not 100% on this one either.
I'm not sure for either one of them, actually.
Well, just make a guess, man. You're going to have to make a guess. You want to hear it again?
Okay,
Do you want to hear? Do you want to hear
Sure.
it again? All right.
Okay.
Yeah, let's hear it again.
I'll tell you what, there's one part of our bodies that's soft, and it ain't soft all the time, if you catch my meaning. Ric Flair! New York City, Ric Flair! You're gonna find out what hard is all about!
All right.
I have no idea, man.
If you pass, Vlad's
that's
going to have a
where-
chance to steal,
Go
so you
ahead.
might as well
All
make a
right.
guess.
Not Macho Man, but
All right. You got 10
all
seconds,
right,
Robert.
I forget it. I can't figure out who that is.
Oh,
or the
it's a
year.
pass. It's a pass.
it's a
All
pass.
right.
Go
We're going to
ahead,
have to
Vlad.
move on to Vlad. Vlad, you have a chance to steal the points. You have to make a guess. Do you want to hear the promo one more time? Or do you have anything
I
in
don't
mind?
know it 100%, so I probably do need to hear it one more time.
All right. One last time. This is the last one.
No problem.
I'll tell you what, there's one part of our bodies that's soft, and it ain't soft all the time, if you catch my meaning. Ric Flair! New York City, Ric Flair! You're gonna find out what hard is all about!
All right, Vlad. I'm going to need an answer from you.
I honestly don't know. My guess would New York City. Gonna find out, but Flair. I'm guessing. I don't know. For some reason, it sound like the Road Warriors, but either Animal or Hawk. Maybe Hawk, but I don't think it was them either. So I don't know. It sounded like Hawk.
You have to lock in a guess, Vlad. Come on.
Okay, my guess is Hawk of the Road Warriors.
And a year. How about a year? Throw out a year.
1988.
All right. So here we go.
I'll tell you what, there's one part
What?
of our bodies that's soft, and it
don't
ain't
know what year it
soft all the time, if you catch my meaning. Ric Flair! New York City, Ric Flair! You're gonna find out what hard is all about!
All right. So Vlad with 2 points on the board. He even got
the year was right too? It was
19.
You got the
88.
year too?
Oh my
Oh.
God.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Okay, the year was a complete guess. The fact that it was Hawk was a 50-50. The one thing that threw me is when he said New York, because I'm like, when did WCW would hardly ever go to New York, because that's literally WWE territory. That threw me a bit. So okay, but I got that one. Okay, great.
Good job. Good
Nice,
job.
nice.
All right. So we're still in round one here. You stole Robert's point. So now it's your turn in round one. So I'm going to play you a promo. You're going to have to guess who it is. If you can't guess it, get both of them wrong, Robert will have a chance to steal your points. So
Okay.
here we go. You ready?
Mhm.
And they can all kiss my ass!
What in the hell is he doing?
Because I am not the man who accepts a torch to be handed down to me from an organization that died. R.I.P.
All right, Vlad. It's all you.
Well, it's definitely ECW 100%. That's 100%. But who in ECW? Because I recognize Joey Styles, but can I hear it one more time? One more time.
One more time. You get one more. That's it.
One more. One more.
And they can all kiss my ass!
What in the hell is he doing?
Because I am not the man who accepts a torch to be handed down to me from an organization that died. R.I.P.
All
I
right,
want to
Vlad.
say, I want to say Tommy Dreamer, but I could be wrong on that one. It could have been just about any of one of those guys.
And a year, please.
The year, I don't even know, 1999?
All right. You are wrong on both counts.
Oh,
Robert, back to
That was a
Robert. You
tough
have a
one,
chance to steal.
Okay, since he said ECW, I'm gonna go ECW too. I have no idea. I'll say Sandman 1998. I don't know.
Sandman.
no, it wasn't
99.
Sandman.
Okay.
All right. Well, here's the
What was
answer.
it?
And they
Oh,
kiss
goodness.
my ass
What in the hell is he
That was
doing?
like what, 90? You got it right.
I
because
remember his name.
I am not
Sorry, guys. Say that again.
I don't remember his name though. I know that.
That's the franchise. Shane
Yeah,
Douglas.
Shane Douglas.
baby.
There you go.
Oh yeah. So that was when he won the NWA title. in
Yeah,
ECW, and he threw it down. I thought the clue might have been, "I will not accept the torch from an organization that
For some
died."
reason, I don't have that promo stuck in my mind. I know the moment, but it was never something that I really looked at really thoroughly. But okay, I got that one wrong. That's unfortunate. I still
All
think
right.
I deserve to win just guessing the Hawk one. But
Well, there's
No
two
matter
more
what
rounds
happens.
to go, Vlad. There's
Oh,
two more
boy.
rounds to go.
I know.
Anyways,
I know.
hang on one second. So round 2 is coming up. Round 2.
Mm-hmm.
All right, back to Robert.
Oh gosh.
Round 2. You ready for this? I need a
Sure.
name and a year.
All right. Let's do this.
But I got a 66 and 2/3 chance of winning because Kurt Angle knows he can't beat me and he's not even going to try. So Samoa Joe, you take your 33 and a third chance minus my 25% chance and you got an 8 and a third chance of winning at Sacrifice.
All right, Robert. I need a name and a
Okay.
year.
I never actually heard this promo, but I think I can guess because of something that you told me before. I think is it Rick Steiner? I don't know. Shoot. Okay, fine. Rick Steiner, but year, I don't know, 96? I have no idea.
96. You're wrong. Sorry.
Okay.
I need an answer from Vlad now. Vlad, you have a chance to steal his points again.
Okay. Well, I know the wrestler. You were very close, Robert. It was his brother Scott Steiner.
Okay.
The wrong Steiner brother.
The wrong Steiner brother.
Wrong Steiner brother, yeah. But the year, because this was in TNA, this was a TNA promo, so it was not 96 for sure. Okay, but what year was Sacrifice? What year did that? I want to say it was like 2006 maybe? I don't even know. I'm not sure
Is
the
that
year.
your final answer?
I mean, I don't know the year, so it would be a guess anyway. So yeah, that's my final answer.
All right, well, you got the name right. It's Scott Steiner, but it was 2008, so you took 3 points, Vlad. 3 points.
All right.
3-0. The wrestling expert is dominating today. Total domination. All right.
All right.
We're still on round 2. So,
Okay.
Vlad, it's your turn. Ready?
I'm ready.
But you know and I know that you're only half the man that I am. And I have half the brain that you do. But we just a weak. You tried to make me look like a jackass.
Okay.
All right. I'm sorry. Vlad, do you have an answer? I need a name, I need a year, or do you want me to repeat the video?
No, I know the wrestler. That was Sid Vicious, Psycho Sid. When did he say that?
Yeah, 4 points for Vlad. Can
I
you
think
get
he
the
said
year?
it was either 99 or 2000, but I'm gonna say I'm gonna say 99. I'm gonna say 99.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Oh, 5 points for Vlad. Oh my God.
Wow.
Vlad is guessing it up today. Guessing it up.
Well, the one I'm really more proud of is still the Hawk one, because that was a total guess. The other ones have been a little bit more easier, but I really am impressed with myself with the Hawk. But anyways.
All right. Well, let's finish it off. Let's do round 3. We got to do the bumper. All right, back to Robert. The final round, Robert. You got to get on the board. Come on.
I'll try. All right.
You can't just get blanked out.
I fight for everyone out there who's ever been told no. I fight for everyone who's ever been told that their dream will not come true. I fought and I earned everything I have, because this place is my life. I will fight to fulfill my destiny.
I have no idea, bro.
This one I chose out specifically for you because I thought you would get it. You want to hear it one more time?
Sure.
I fight for everyone out there who's ever been told no. I fight for everyone who's ever been told that their dream will not come true. I fought and I earned everything I have, because this place is my life. I will fight to fulfill my destiny.
Okay, I'm really bad at memorizing promos, apparently. I have no idea, dude.
You gonna pass?
Yeah, I'm gonna pass. I have no idea who that is.
Oh my God, Vlad. All right. Do you have a guess?
I have a guess. I'm not 100% either on this one, but I think isn't that CM Punk? I want to say that CM. I want to
First
say
name
it
that
is.
came to my mind, but I wasn't sure.
Well, I'm not sure either, to be fair, and I have no idea when he said that. Maybe it was during the whole thing when he was like super over originally in WWE, the 2010, 11. So I'm gonna say CM Punk 2012. I don't know.
All right. Here's the answer.
I fight for everyone out there who's ever been told no.
Oh my God,
I fight for
Johnny,
everyone
Johnny.
who's ever been told that their dream will
Johnny,
not come
same
true.
face said
I
this.
fought and I earned everything I have, because this place is my life. I will fight to fulfill my destiny. And Johnny Wrestling will finally become NXT champion.
Okay.
That wasn't a bad promo.
It wasn't, but to be fair, I haven't memorized one NXT promo like ever.
Who would wait? Why would you think anybody would know this was Johnny Gargano?
Well, Robert said he was a big Johnny Gargano fan and that he watched NXT. So,
but I don't. None of their promos are like considered classics that get replayed over and over again. So I wouldn't have remembered that. I think I watched that. I can't remember, but I never watched it a second time.
I feel dirty. I compared him to CM Punk. Oh.
yeah,
No,
I
but
know.
that was the first thing that came to my mind too.
hilarious.
So
Yeah, so if you
right.
close your eyes, Johnny Gargano sounds like CM Punk.
Yeah, literally, when if you black out the screen, that's what that. Oh my God, what a disaster!
Okay.
That last one killed me.
yeah.
I think I
All right,
lost my
Vlad.
wrestling expertise for that just alone.
Well, this is your final one. All right.
Oh, again,
so
okay,
you could
okay.
stretch out this beat down a little further.
Yeah,
Let's
I'll
see.
try. I'll try. Just don't give me any NXT bullshit, please.
Give them AEW stuff.
No,
All right,
Jesus.
here we go.
Hey, Hulk! Hulk! I used you! Brooke! I screwed you! You son of a...
Vlad, I need a name. I need a year.
What year did that happen? Okay, hold on. Okay, so that was Bully Ray, Bubba Ray, Dudley, aka Bully Ray. But when did that happen? 2012? No, 2011. 2011. I don't know. Yeah, 2011. Let's just go with that. I don't know.
All right, Vlad. Well, I'm going to give you 1 point for the correct answer.
It was 2012?
2013, TNA.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Finally revealed as the leader of the Aces.
Yeah.
Banged Hulk Hogan's daughter and betrayed her.
Well,
all right. And the winner of today's Malapert Smark Guess That promo is...
woo, the wrestling expert. They don't call me that for no reason. Woo.
That's right.
Congratulations, Vlad. Do you have anything you'd like to say to the people?
I mean, I had a weak moment with the Johnny Gargano thing, but overall I'm proud of my performance. I think someone will think less of me just for that one alone, but I still feel like I'm a wrestling expert, so thank you very much for all of this. I feel like a real winner.
As he swigs his beer.
No,
oh, it's just Perrier. It's just Perrier.
Yeah, just Perrier. Keeping it sober, keeping it clean.
All right.
For the 100th episode.
I had a page ready for Robert in case he won, but
no, don't reveal that.
I'm gonna change it to.
He's still our favorite Frozen agent. He's still our favorite Frozen agent.
All right, well, that'll be all for this edition of Guess That Promo. Be sure to like and subscribe. We're on our way to 100 billion subscribers. Oh, crap. The show's about to start.
You want to say that you came up with this in less than 15 minutes?
Nice.
Wow.
You prep those fireworks real quick.
All right. Welcome back to the Malapert Smark Podcast. We are here at the 100th episode. We've made it. Can you believe it? Can you believe it?
I don't. I can't believe it's been that long.
That's a lot of episodes.
Yes, man. It's been 1 year, exactly. Pretty much, almost exactly. But I promised something big on today's show. Something huge. I promised I would make a huge announcement. Remember that? When I said last week, Vlad. Robert wasn't here, by the way. Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back, Robert. You were missed. You were missed.
Thank you.
Yes, we had to wait to do this 100th episode with you here because it just wouldn't have been right without you. You've been on most of these 100 episodes, although Vlad has been on all of them.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, here's the big surprise. I got the first Hall of Fame induction into the Malapert Smark Hall of Fame. All right, this is the most important person to this show by far.
Alora.
Yeah. Her Royal Highness. The Sacred Princess Aurora.
Wow. You deserve it. You deserve it.
I would do a standing applause, but then you wouldn't be able to see my face.
Yeah. She deserves it. The crowd goes crazy.
You deserve it.
All right, well, Elora has asked to say a few words or give a statement. She said she wants to give a statement to the people.
Alora, what do you want to tell us?
That's it. That's her statement.
Best speech ever.
Amazing. What a promo. What a promo.
Yes.
Now, if you played that on the promo thing, I don't think any of us would have ever had a chance.
Well, she wanted to send a message. She didn't necessarily want to say anything.
Oh, she sent that message already.
Message received. Yeah. She's a Hall of Famer. She's a Hall of Famer.
So yes, from now on we will honor Elora on this show as the first entrant into the Malapert Smark Hall of Fame. She has taken the most damage from this show because of my work on it that, you know, I haven't really gotten to hang out with her. So That's
Yeah.
why I feel like she's the most important one. She lets me do the show. She sits back quietly and, hangs out, and that's very important. So,
Yeah.
Well
but
deserved,
yes.
Alora. Well deserved.
All right, so
Well
we're
deserved.
99 episodes in. Thank you, guys. Thank you. And I want to thank you for being here again. This has been a crazy year. We're doing this podcast basically every week for the
Yeah.
whole year, one straight year, right at the end of March. Actually, today, the 29th, is the anniversary of the episode of Dynamite that we reviewed on our first episode. So it's not quite the anniversary of our first episode. Like that was like a couple days later. So in a couple days. But yeah, so it's basically been a year. And I just wanted to ask you guys, generally in general terms, what have you made of the last year? Vlad, you got back into wrestling recently, not necessarily within the last year, but within the last couple
years.
and you took a hiatus.
Long period.
Yeah, so what do you think? Was this worth your time getting back into wrestling? Have you been having a good time? I guess if you want to include being part of this podcast as part of that, that's up to you. Or if you want to talk about just the wrestling in and of itself. So I'm going to give the floor to Vlad first before I ask the same question to Robert.
Yeah, I mean, it's been fun. It's been fun. Not so, I don't think, solely, yes, there's been elements of the wrestling that's been fun, but I think this podcast is what has made it more interesting. Talking about it, kind of analyzing it, thinking about wrestling, thinking about like why this sucked, why this was good, why certain things work, why certain things don't work, things like that, has made it fun to kind of analyze it and treat it as, as like, or try to treat it like as like you're analyzing sports, right? Like, try to think of it in that way. It's been pretty good to get back into wrestling overall. I don't have a problem with it. I know a lot of people like sometimes surprised when I still say that I'm still into wrestling, or like they thought I grew out of it or something. But I mean, it's like a show like anything else to me. It's like it's entertainment. It's just like anything else. Like, people watch their favorite show. They watch a movie they like. This is kind of like that. I don't think it's a big deal. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be treated that way. And I usually only watch the best things that happen on any given show, if there are any good things. So overall, yeah, I'm good with getting back into wrestling and analyzing it. Now, of course, are there problems within the wrestling industry? Sure, but we could talk about that on the show. But overall, I'm happy that we're talking wrestling.
Yeah, I remember there were hard times where there were several episodes of AEW Dynamite where you were just like, damn it, why am I doing this to myself?
Yes,
I'm
absolutely.
torturing myself.
And I wasn't getting any satisfaction from WWE either up until, well, first I really wasn't watching WWE that closely at that point. I was actually, believe it or not, guys, I was actually trying to be loyal only to AEW in the beginning, which sounds insane right now.
Wow.
It sounds absolutely bonkers. But I think Kayhan could maybe attest that I really wasn't watching WWE when we first started the show. We watched WrestleMania. What I mean is not just WrestleMania, but like when we first...
yeah, we weren't covering the weeklies or watching the weeklies really because they weren't that good. They really kind of picked it up recently,
Within the last, I would say 6 months or so, but specifically the last couple of months. But anyways, yes, to my point, WWE was not something that I watched weekly for sure. I started getting back into it, recording the shows, watching them and things like that. So overall, I've been happy with the overall experience. I think wrestling right now is at a pretty good place in the WWE side, not so much on the AEW side.
All right, well, Robert, same question. What do you think of wrestling for the past year? You enjoy the time you're spending watching it? And also, I guess if you want to give your experience on being on this show, if that's affected it at all.
Okay, so let me start with the easiest question to answer. And I think you asked it to Vlad earlier, but, is it fun being on the podcast? Yes. That's like cool. The easiest. That's the easiest question to answer. Absolutely, yes. As far as keeping up with the wrestling, so I vary as far as like how much I keep up with wrestling throughout my life. It kind of varies how closely I do keep up with it, but it's never. Even when I don't really keep up with it that much, it's never really completely off my radar, if you know what I mean. I still, check in on it every now and then. I want to say, starting from the time when Daniel Bryan started getting hot, I more or less kept consistently watching WWE, and then AEW when it came out. So it wasn't a completely different experience when we started doing the podcast, or like I started watching a lot more wrestling because I already kind of was watching a lot of wrestling anyways. But the things that did change for me is sometimes now when I watch some of the programming, whether it's WWE or AEW, some of the segments as I'm watching it, I would think to myself, if this segment gets brought up in the podcast, what would I say about it? You know what I mean? Whereas in the past, I would just watch it and be like, okay, whatever. But then, now I'm like, I'm actually thinking, what would I say if Kayhan ask about this particular segment? Like, what is my take on what I'm seeing here? That's really the only difference. Maybe I do watch a little more consistently now because of the podcast, but it's not that much of a difference, honestly. But yeah, when the wrestling is good, it makes it easier, especially like earlier, very very early on in the Bloodline Sami Zayn saga. That was very awesome to watch, and I couldn't wait to see what happens next. And then now with the current Bloodline story involving The Rock, like this is another time where I just can't. I don't feel like I want to miss any Raw, any SmackDown, because I don't want to miss any of those segments, and I don't want YouTube to spoil it for me. I want to see it as it happens, right? So, yeah, when the wrestling's good, it makes it easier, but it doesn't change too much as far as how consistently I watch wrestling.
All right, well, I'll just echo one thing about what Vlad was saying about how, well, we kind of got back into wrestling because of AEW, but they turned
I
out
was
to
just
be
about to say that.
a
Isn't that
huge
funny?
disappointment.
That's kind of funny.
Yes.
But yes.
So, I mean, WWE really handed them an opportunity to say, hey, there needs to be another company because they weren't doing well. They were boring. They just would put anything out on TV. And AEW came up. They were kind of hopeful at first. And it's kind of sad. I would say that my takeaway from AEW from the past year is how far they've fallen off. Like, not that they started off very well, but they've even fallen off from that.
Yes.
So but we're lucky WWE picked up the slack because they kind of went back to being pretty good, I must say. Even though like WWE, I don't think it's great. I don't think it's perfect. You know what I mean?
No.
If you watch a lot of Raw, a lot of it's kind of boring and it's too slow. They still have that issue, I think. I don't
But
think
the stuff that's good is pretty good, and the stuff that isn't, you could, as I say, you could always skip. Now, I know we talked about how we watch wrestling, and I don't recommend watching like Robert. I say definitely Raw, especially Raw.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah.
Yeah, but it is hard because I've had friends that I try to get into wrestling or girls that I've dated, and I'm trying to watch the show with them, and they're like interested because it's like, look, it's very grandiose and it's dramatic, but a lot of it they're ready to watch. They're open their eyes. They're like, oh, this is cool. What's gonna happen? And then nothing happens for like a long ass time. Like, yeah, you gotta wait a few months for something good to happen. So I don't know if wrestling was always like that. I think in the very beginning when they invented wrestling, the point was to come up with something that people would pay money for tickets every single time they went. Would you pay money to see every single Raw and every single SmackDown? I don't think so. So in that case, in that way, but it's different. It's a different world. They're not trying to sell tickets. They're selling, rights to TV deals and stuff.
But the thing is, WWE is selling, like, even though it's hard to believe, but they are selling out most of these places that they are when they're on SmackDown or Raw.
Yeah. That shows how little good entertainment there is in the world.
I mean, those basketball stadiums are pretty much, for the most part, practically sold out, if not sold out completely. So, yeah.
All right. Well, that being said, I'll make my major announcement, like my Tony Khan announcement that last week.
Oh, I thought this was like
don't you have to wait till next week? We have a major announcement, but
last
that's next week.
Robert, you weren't here, but
Okay.
last week I announced a major announcement.
So you really did a Tony Khan, okay?
He did. He did. He already did the Tony Khan, exactly.
You already have the hairstyle, so why not?
Yeah, and the
I
glasses.
did the Tony Khan. But yeah, so I will give the announcement that this will be my last episode as host of the Malapert Smark Podcast.
Who will be
Yeah.
hosting?
I'm leaving the show. I'm tired of selling out the
Wow.
business, talking about wrestling like it's fake. I'm leaving to start another show.
Another one?
I'm leaving to start a
Monster-
show. We're going to live the way we're supposed to live without breaking kayfabe. The Monster Mark Podcast.
Not this.
Find us on
not
YouTube,
this again.
search at monstermark_pod. You can search that on social medias also, same handle. That being said, we built a substantial fan base here at the
Wait,
Malapert Smark
Who's
Podcast.
gonna host this show?
Hold on, Vlad. I'm making an announcement here.
Okay.
So yes, I don't want to let our fans down. You know, I'm not going to end the show. Don't worry. But I'm leaving an AI in charge. The AI will take up hosting and production duties while I move on to my new ventures. I have donned the Malapert Smart glasses for the last time. Vlad, Robert, you're welcome to stay here on the show that you helped build. Or you can come with me. The choice is yours. I just want to say lastly to anyone who gave us a chance, you know, and gave us a listen, thank you. I really appreciate you giving us some of your precious, valuable time here on Earth. And to all of you who just listened for 3 seconds and swiped to the next video, like my YouTube algorithm says that a lot of you do, f*** you. That'll be it for this edition of the Malapert Smark Podcast. All
Wow.
right.
Okay.
That left me more puzzled. It's like watching an AEW episode. What the hell just happened?
Oh, okay.
Oh no, Kayhan's being replaced.
Oh, he did create an AI version of himself. All right.
Hold up.